Okay, so this is the hardest exercise I feel like for a lot of people to get, but it's the most meaningful. So going to their place bed and staying there. I've got your big place bed set up, ready to go. I'll bring that with you guys with her on Monday. Her big one. I just did some vacuuming, so I put all of the place beds outside except for hers and that dog's. So, anyway, so what I want to do is kind of show you at least what week 1 is going to look like. So I want her to be dragging a leash in the house where she's just kind of, okay, Molly, like just with you on the leash. Because this is like just a tool, right? And if we need to like redirect her, she's going to chew on something, she's pushing Knox around, whatever the case may be, we can say no, leash, we have it, and we have this. So this has a lanyard on it. I can put her on my person, I can put her in my pocket. And if I'm not set up for these things, I might have some issues with some training exercises. And so because she's so smart, she knows who follows through and who doesn't. And so if the follow through gets sloppy because we don't have the leash or the e-collar or even food at times, like she will learn, like, I don't have to do it because you don't follow through on it. And so that's why the crate's going to come in handy, right? Is like sometimes we just can't follow through, and that's okay. And so we put her away in that moment until that we can. And so I would set up every day, at least when Justin comes home, like set up doorbell exercises. So I'll often Hetty's watching Frozen right now, but often I'll have Hetty come out here and just ring the doorbell. And of course we've had people come over and, just it's something I can do on my own, but I can definitely practice when people come over. When the doorbell rings and she's aware of it, I want to immediately send her to place. Molly, place. Good job. And we'll work this on Monday because she's gotten so used to it in that specific spot. It actually did, like, I've changed up the place beds and that doesn't really bother her. It's more of like, this is where I go to my spot. And then somebody come on in, can come in the house. And if I need to use e-collar to get her back, then I can. If I'm by myself and I have a dog that's newer to this, I will tether them to the piano. Or if I have a dog that I haven't developed that kind of a relationship with, which will be kind of like where you guys are at week 1, is she's got the skills, but she doesn't know it yet that you guys are going to follow through on this. So I don't want her to feel tied up, but I can, like, kind of pop the end of that leash next to the piano or somewhere and just kind of tether her. So if she does get off, I know that the correction will happen before the reward. So most of the time, getting off place bed to greet the human, it's a reward. If I get off this bed, this person at the door is going to say hi to me. So it becomes a self-reward. And that can get really tricky. And so that's why I like having coachable people come in the house and say, please ignore the dog. I'm training her until I invite you. That's what we did when Katie and Laura came over, until I invite you to say hi. And I'll tell you, most of the time people don't see dogs do this. And so they're kind of kind of freeze a little. I don't know. That's like Katie did. She was like, okay, I'll be super good. Like, I'll be on my best behavior because the dog is being on their best behavior. And Katie loves dogs. So, it's hard because she's like, I want to say hi and oh my goodness or whatever. And sometimes you'll have friends that like criticize you. Like, that's so mean. How would you and you just have to kind of be like, well, I'm going to do what I'm going to do because this state of mind is so much better than a dog like charging the door and jumping on people or running out the front door when friends come over or whatever. Like, this is healthier. This is affection in my mind, because it's not that I'm not going to let her say hi. Okay, Molly. Okay. I'm just going to do it when she's calm. And she likes it. Like, so she'll put herself on place a lot. Okay, Molly. Okay. But it's really good. So because I sent you that video earlier of like me sending her Molly place, this is why. Because I want her to send Molly place. If she gets confused by the crate, I can step in and point. This is why. I want her to be able to go away from me without like being right next to the place bed. And so we'll work all of this stuff on Monday. This place bed I don't think is big enough for an actual, like that's why you guys ordered the other one, and we've got that one all ready to go. This is perfect for her crate. And so yeah, she's been doing really good. I don't really care if she stands, as long as her intention is to be on there. She's most of the time she'll just sit. If there's a lot of activity going on, if she lays down, that's a bonus, because that tells us like her state of mind is, okay, I can chill despite chaos. That's really hard for a young dog. So, and I've seen glimpses of that with her where she's like, yeah, I can chill. And that's good. That's really good. That means she's getting there mentally. She's still maturing, so it will take some time, but this is awesome for her. And I'm just giving her some of her dinner before, and we'll talk about food, how we go about food stuff going forward on Monday. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with where she's at. She's doing good.